Good morning. Good morning. Happy Friday. And I hope everyone has had a great week and that you close it out even better today. I'm Christine Kidder, your career coach, job search coach, helping you to find work that works for you. And I'm here just really quickly with a LinkedIn profile tip. I'm very excited as I'm going to be doing training next week on Wednesday and Thursday. And leading up to it, I'm just doing these little training bites to get the word out so you know about this training. And this morning, I'm just going to talk about why your LinkedIn profile is so important and you need to pay attention to it. And often people, especially when they are going to do a job search, the first thing that they do is they update their resume. And I'm not saying you shouldn't do that. And also too, they always say, or I've heard it many times, that you should always have your resume ready to go, just to be prepared. You don't want to be caught off guard, like if you suddenly lose your job, or if you're approached for this awesome opportunity that would be a great fit for you. You want to be ready so you could take quick action. And your LinkedIn profile, to me, you should always have that updated. You should check it on a regular basis. And I recommend, at a bare minimum, looking at it at a quarterly basis. However, if you can look at it more frequently, that's a good thing. That's important because you are constantly changing in your career and you want to keep it updated. There may be things that you want to highlight one month and then the next month there's a change. But the bottom line is you want people, your LinkedIn profile page is a representation, is a digital representation of you. And you need to make sure you're leveraging it fully and you are communicating your value in that page. You want your profile to be irresistible, and it's irresistible by communicating your value. And I mentioned I did go live just a couple quick times yesterday, and I talked about some different pieces of this. But the reason why, getting back to this morning, why your profile to me is more important, keeping that updated is more important than your resume, is when people first meet you, or it could be someone in your existing connections, anyone who is reminded, you pop into their mind somehow. You're just, whatever it is that causes them to think of you. For me, right away I go to their LinkedIn profile. What's this person up to? What are they doing? Maybe it's time for us to have a quick chat. Maybe I can help them. Maybe they can help me. That's the thing. That's so quick. And again, you want to be ready. You don't want to miss out on opportunities. I guess I'm giving you FOMO here right now. Oh, and by the way, it just popped into my head. If you are watching, please in the comments, let me know what questions you have regarding your LinkedIn profile, because I'm happy to answer them right now. But I would like to, so let me know where you're watching from. Let me know if you have any questions regarding your profile. And then let me know what you think. If you agree or disagree with me, should your LinkedIn profile, should you just really maintain that even more so than keeping your resume updated? Because I would love to hear what you think about that. But that's why it's so instantaneous. And also too, we recruiters are on LinkedIn. They're looking there to find candidates. And there's candidates that are not actively searching, and that's a larger pool of candidates. And often employers may want that more because they're so specific on the experience that they're looking for, that they're doing keyword searches in LinkedIn and trying to find people that way. Well, hopefully that helps. My whole goal too in this training is to not just give you tons and tons of information. Nothing against information. Information is great, but I think that's the problem with so many other trainings is they're just exclusive information And I think when you really think about it, information does you no good unless you take it and apply it. You take action. I'm going to be putting together, I should have it by the end of the day today, just a simple 30-day tracker for you, because I don't want you taking this information and then putting it aside and not taking action with it, because then we're wasting our time and it's not helping you with your career. And LinkedIn should be one of the pillars of your career plan. And again, you may be very happy at your current job, and that's great. That's wonderful. However, you should still have a career plan. That is important. That is really important. And I'm just going to check the comments really quick to see if there are any questions, because I've been so focused on the content that I don't. Okay. And it looks like I don't have any questions, and that's totally fine. So anyway, but yeah, so again, keep that LinkedIn profile updated. Again, at a bare minimum, I recommend at least on a quarterly basis. If you can do anything more like on a monthly basis, that's great. And also too, so remember I was just saying, taking action with your LinkedIn profile. You should be in the habit of going on LinkedIn like once a day, or like even just 3 times a week. The major higher traffic days on LinkedIn are Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Okay. So if you're really time crunched and challenged, then you could always just focus on those days, and you could just start small. But you want to make sure that you are starting to take action. And I tell my clients, what you can do is maybe you listen to the news, although I wouldn't recommend listening to the news too much. But if you just listen to the news for like a couple minutes a day, then instead replace that with LinkedIn. So replace it with LinkedIn, because LinkedIn is an excellent source of content. There is great content about business, about all sorts of different companies. It's excellent. So utilize that. And then, so take that time to be on LinkedIn and start for like 5 minutes. And, if you're on LinkedIn a little bit more, that's great. The reason why I bring this up is we all know that social media, it's easy to get sucked into social media. And then you're in it and you look at the clock and you're like, wow, I've been doing the feed. I've been like doing that for like 20 minutes, and it's like, whew, or maybe even longer. Really be judicious with your time, manage it, but get in that habit of really leveraging LinkedIn more, because it's a great tool that can help you so much with your career. And it all starts with your LinkedIn profile. Don't view, so that's the other thing. I think people, when they look at updating their resume, and even more so with updating their LinkedIn profile, it's like, oh my God, I'm never going to get that done. It's going to take forever. It's so bad. No, it's not. Break it down. Again, just do 5 minutes a day, do 15 minutes a day, just because once you do it, I mean, it is like a living document, because it's a digital representation of you and your career. So you really need to give it the attention it deserves. And it doesn't take a lot of time, but you need to do that. Okay, so please don't forget, I did put the registration link for my event next week in the comments, and you definitely want to check it out, because Wednesday, again, will be on LinkedIn Live like this, but it's going to be longer and more structured. To this morning, I was just focused on why I feel your profile is more important than your resume. And then Thursday, we go into the details. So Thursday, you really do need to register for that because that is a training on Zoom. And even if you can't make the time, it is at 12 p.m. Central Standard Time. If you can't make that time, you will get the recording. And what I encourage you to do is not only attend, but I mean, as part of registering, you'll get the training afterwards. Listen to it at least a couple times after, because repetition, we need repetition to do a better job with our learning, not just taking action, but repetition, because then it's almost like we're solidifying the information more in our brains, and then it really helps us to then take action. So again, the registration link is in the comments for both LinkedIn and then Facebook, because I'm streaming to 3 platforms this morning. So not just LinkedIn, but also to Facebook and to YouTube. And so the registration link is in the comments. It's only, just so you know, the training, the private Zoom training, that's going to have lots of details. There's going to be time for Q&A. And in fact, you can send me your questions ahead of time and I'd be happy to address them. It'll be recorded, and it's $17. So it's just a minimal cost. That's the registration fee. There is also a short application to do too, because I want to tailor the training to the participants. It's not just any old training. It's not just throwing all this information at you and hoping it sticks. It is information with structure, so you can start implementing it right away. Like, again, Wednesday, I go live at 12 p.m. here on these platforms. And then Thursday with the Zoom private training, there's just a lot more that goes into that. And that's it. I will check the comments one last time. I am going to stream a little bit later on this morning too, just to hop on and I'm going to be talking about a different facet of your LinkedIn profile. And just making sure I don't see any questions. I don't see any. But yeah, even if you are watching the recording of this, let me know what your questions are. I'm happy to answer them, because there's no reason to be overwhelmed with your LinkedIn profile. It's a great tool. And again, the key is you want people to linger on your profile. You want them to get the value that you offer. And then also by them getting that, then your profile is irresistible. Again, you want to draw people in, you want to connect with them, you want to be of service to others, and connect. So anyway, hopefully your Friday morning is off to a great start, and I'm going to be hopping back on at 11:15, so in a couple hours. And in the meantime, message me, send me your questions. I'd love to hear what they are, and I'll talk to you later. I'll be here later.